Good, good morning. Good morning, respected sir and my friends. Today we stand here to debate on a topic which was very relevant to everyone. The topic was about rural areas and urban areas. So we are the supporting team of this topic.
So good morning, one and all present here. I am K. Srinivas from CSE-B. So I'm going to oppose his rural areas and support to the urban areas.
I firmly believe that the rural areas is a better than the urban areas, and in a rural areas we have healthier environment and less pollution, and which will provide a good health for the people.
I completely disagree with your point. Even urban areas have good facilities and good air. There are some sources that purify the air. In rural areas, the water is getting polluted, and rural areas are getting affected by that.
Okay, my friend will continue this.
Yeah. In addition to this, rural areas reduces his mental strength. Yeah, and it is a serious issue that productivity rises due to there is a losses to in a mental strain like that. Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
I completely disagree with your point that urban areas are better for in improving our knowledge and technology, but in rural areas they're standing over there and not doing any work.
Yeah, I would like to add another relevant point regarding to employment. In rural areas, there is a self-employment and job security through agriculture and local works.
I totally oppose your point. In coming to urban areas, you can have better employment and job security. And can you explain how in rural areas you can have job security?
Because uh, in case of agriculture, we have our own fields and we have a continuous employment rather than working in companies which are not rather than working in companies which are not job security having any job security.
But don't you think you will be getting low wages?
Um,
Let me highlight the issue of overpopulation. Rural areas are more organized and less crowded. This improves the quality of life. So I think it's not a problem. Okay.
Ma'am, if anybody speak, they'll come and speak. Ma'am. By the point, they'll go.
I would like to come with an about an air pollution. Rural areas have less noise. Rural areas have a less noise. It protects our health.
Yeah, I partially agree with your point, in but in urban areas there are also some facilities that improve our air.
But it causes a pollution.
Air pollution.
Another important point is there is strong community bonding in villages. In rural areas, neighbors become family, but in urban areas, family become neighbors.
But in urban areas also there are in the workspace and some offices, the office members are also one of our family. Like in our college, our students are our family, right?
And in addition to that, I would like to say that there are more communities like in apartments you can see, and anywhere you can see there are more communities.
Come into camera. Come forward. Fight with the verbatim that you have. Continue. Why do you stop in the middle?
Yeah, I want to highlight his point that in urban areas also there are gated community cities that improve our communication skills with the other surrounding people around us.
My friend.
Another important point is social equality. In rural areas, in rural areas, people treat with in rural communities treat people with simplicity and equality. Social gaps are less visible.
Nowadays, in rural areas also have gender equality.
My friend will.
Yes, I agree with your point, but the cost of living in urban is very easy in rural because the financial burden is less in rural areas. What about?
Of course, it's right. My friend will continue that point.
I completely deny your point. Like you said, cost of living in rural areas is very less than urban areas. Then in rural areas, wages and salaries are very less compared to urban areas. So we can live in urban areas very uh, comfortably, and we can get enough salary for our livelihood, which compared to rural areas.
Yes, I agree with this, but my friend, my team hasn't. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with your point, but um, uh, in rural areas also there is a jobs, not in urban areas. We can develop our agricultural facilities in rural areas. We can uh, increase our employment also. Yeah.
Can you tell me how can you improve in rural areas? Like compared to in urban, you can have civilization, better infrastructure by building and more employment there.
Um, um, yeah, we can develop our agricultural fields, um, um, and then yeah. Yeah,
And one more thing is about food. In rural area, people can take fresh food. Organic food improves our health. There is no doubt the diet quality is better.
I would like to counter this argument. Nutrition awareness is higher in urban areas also. Hence, we can get healthy food in both urban and rural areas. How can you say that in rural areas only we can only get healthy food?
Because in rural areas, we we cultivated the food, hence that food is fresh food.
Hence, and we can buy that food and we can also healthy.
That may be impure food.
I want to disagree with this point. In addition to that, I would like to say that in urban areas you can have a wide variety of vegetables and groceries too, so that you can have better nutritional values.
As in urban areas, the food will be stored so many days.
We want the next candidates to come. It's a debate practice. We want everyone to practice.
In rural areas, in urban areas, you use some fertilizers and some etc chemicals to cultivate food, and
Please switch on the microphone. If you cannot switch on,
you uses some fertilizers and chemicals to store the food in stores and departmental stores, etc. In rural areas we don't do like that, and we cultivate ourselves and gets the nutrients food directly.
I totally agree with this point. In urban areas, in civilization too, we use biotechnology so that there is no need to use fertilizers so much. The automatic due to biotechnology, the uh, the chemicals, there is no need to use chemicals, and insects there is no fear of that. It will automatically be died.
You add somewhat some fertilizers and chemicals. You only agreed that one somewhat.
no confirmations. It's only fighting.
And the strong reason is to learning and peaceful environment, learning improves, fewer distraction. And the strong reason is to peaceful learning environment in villages, new distractions for improves focus. Improves quality of education.
I respectfully disagree this statement which you tell. But what if the schools and the educational buildings are far away from the villages? In addition to this, my friend will continue this.
Cities provides schools and technology, therefore education is more helpful in urban areas.
In villages, less stress improves education.
Yes. Let me emphasize this point that in rural areas children learn life lessons than learning some social or English any other lessons. Compared to studies, they learn life lessons better than that.
Better.
Versus, it's about startups versus corporate jobs. I don't understand why you are struggling to talk about rural areas, urban areas much. The very crux of the debate is diverted in order to understand the possibilities of rural side and urban side. Wrong title, but that is saying on the screen it is saying startups versus creative jobs, corporate jobs. Seeing is believing, sir.
As Gandhiji said that India's true strength is lies in its villages. As Gandhiji said that India's true strength is lies in its villages.
Yes, urban areas have they develop their professional skills and also they also keep their studies in there.
In the rural areas also possible. We have already developed
Kshitish.
develops many things. Online facilities
Okay,
everywhere.
I agree with your points and I agree your rural and urban areas. చెప్పు.
Therefore, topics need to take seriously, and we conclude it now.
So I conclude that. Both rural and urban areas are both beneficial to us. We need to go in a harmonious way so that both can be benefited to us.
Thank you.
Nothing to give as a feedback. CSE-B is not actually doing very well.